Jordan Peterson had a fire take on non-binary people, okay? And it's so incredibly funny because he's like, I don't like MBs because I can't be immediately misogynistic to them, which I think is such a funny fucking take. I love this man, dude. Sometimes he comes out of the gate swinging. He's got the AirPods on. He can't hear you. He's going to tell you how he feels about non-binary people, and you know he's going to find the stupidest way to fucking shit on non-binary people. Always on the verge of tears, of course. Non-binary people, what is this? Them be? What do you say, themperor? You could say queens or kings, but when I see a they, them looking hot as on the timeline promoting their OnlyFans, I don't know what to say in the comments. Do I say themperor? The goat of crying for no reason. Yeah. Okay. He didn't say that. He said this instead.
Let's say you have a non-standard gender identity. Okay, what the hell are other people supposed to do about that?
Yeah.
Like, what are the rules here, right? Because if you're a woman, I kind of know how to treat you. I'm going to do it in a stereotyped way to begin with because I don't know who the hell you are, so
it's so funny. Like, he just immediately... Dude, no one asked him to... He volunteered this information. He's like, I'm going to be misogynistic. I'm going to see that you're a woman and say, oh, are you being hysterical? Are you crying? Are you looking for your rolling pin on the way to the kitchen? You must not... Why are you not bare feet and pregnant right now? That's what I'm going to say. Because I know you're a woman. How about a smile for me, sweetie? That's what I will say. The Dragon of Chaos, you know?
So I'm going to use, low resolution approximations, and those are going to be stereotypes. They're no different than categories. And then when I get to know you, I'll particularize it.
I love, this is literally, by the way, this is a justification for bigotry. Like, Jordan Peterson accidentally reveals that he is a bigoted person. When I see a woman, I don't go, oh, this is a woman, gotta put on my woman response. It's just another person, dog. Like, I'm not even being like over the top woke with this, okay? Because like, I sometimes say misogynistic shit as a joke, as a meme, whatever, right? It's so stupid. Like, what do you mean? You're just like, literally, like, the reason why I mentioned that is because like, I'm not exactly the best feminist on the planet, okay? But it's such a psychotic thing to just reveal, to be like, yeah, when I see a woman, immediately I'm like misogyny mode. And then once I get to know you, then I'll treat you like a person. Why is it that so much of conservatism unironically just is basically about describing being a bad person as a virtue? Think about it. So much of conservatism, literally, especially social conservatism, revolves around being like a fundamentally bad person with bad manners and behaving that way as a mark of bravery and as a marker for like dignity and being a virtuous person. He literally just described, it's vice signaling. Yes, conservatives love virtue signaling and then claiming that other people are virtue signaling, but he's vice signaling. You're right. That's so good. It's so weird. It's like, no, I can't be polite. Society will not coerce me to be polite. I'm a fucking asshole. When I see a woman, I think Dragon of Chaos. So Jordan Peterson so far has described why it's hard for non-binaries for him because he doesn't know if he can be immediately misogynistic or not.
And those are going to be stereotypes. They're no different than categories. And then when I get to know you, I'll particularize it. But if I don't know whether you're male or female, what the hell should I do with you? You don't know, because you don't know what the rules are.
What? What do you mean? What do you mean? What are the rules? First of all, what are the rules? Like, what rules? It's just like, be polite. It's no different. It's no different than like someone being like, this is my name. If you don't understand, ask. Be like, hey, what are your preferred gender pronouns? What rules, you sons of bitches? I mean, literally, what rules? What is he talking about?
So the simplest thing for me to do is just not do anything with you. The simplest thing.
Okay, that's actually kind of goated though. Like, so what? He just says he's deflecting away from non-binary people? Because like... If that is what gets Jordan Peterson to avoid you at all costs, like the top of the hour ad break, like I'm down. You know what I mean?
The thing for me to do is go find someone else who's a hell of a lot less trouble and who's willing to abide by the social norms enough so that they don't present a mass of indeterminate confusion on confrontation. And then,
Yeah, that's great. I love this. So many things make him cry. It's pretty funny that one of them is just like being confused by the existence of NBs. What is very weird about it is that, like, yeah, if you misgender someone, like, they'll just tell you and then you don't do it again. I don't know why that is like the most damaging thing that could ever happen to you. That's so weird. That is like, that's such a weird take. Every take is just a self-report. I don't understand why this shit bangs. Maybe reconsider your relationship with women and how you think and speak about women. Like, what the fuck's wrong with you? I mean, we saw the greatest example of this, right? And this is perfect because this was popping off on Reddit. It was popping off on Twitter. Here you go. It's publicly asking for male validation daughter or thinks he needs to humble and insult every confident women son. Okay? And dude, it's fake as fuck. It's so fake, but you know what's not fake? All the people in the goddamn responses, dude. She sucks. She's annoying. She's playing into the she's leaning into the bimbo archetype. I hate both of them, okay? It's staged. It's fake. But the feelings that people have from watching this and the responses, it's just the worst video of all time. I'm going to try not to pause.
Have a girlfriend?
I don't.
Do you think I'm hot?
Not really.
Oh, why?
Way many more people attractive here than you.
What's not hot about me?
Your personality and your voice.
My voice?
You're a little too small. You can maybe like eat a burger, not be anorexic.
That's aggressive.
I don't know who you're trying to impress. No one's going to simp over you.
Have a girlfriend?
It's like, it's so fucking staged and it still made me fucking cringe, okay? I saw this video and immediately I thought to myself, wow, two people playing the worst roles in society. I mean, he's right about the voice part. I know, chatters, you're not making a unique observation. She's literally purposely being annoying, okay? It's like, I get it. You shouldn't fucking watch this and literally go, oh, he owned her. Just like, this is exactly what I want to say to every hot girl who would probably reject me. Like, she's like she's playing the role of a bimbo who's desperately seeking validation, and he's playing the role of a fucking psychotic incel who's like owning her. Who's like owning her by being like, you're ugly and nobody likes you and your voice sucks. I hate it because the psychotic incels didn't look at this and go, oh, he's playing the role of a typical Reddit mod. How cringe. And went, he's just like me for real. What a fucking king. What a god. What a goat. And I hate it so much. It's just so perverse. So weird. It's like getting all of these sad men who, instead of fixing themselves, feel more confident behaving this way. And it's so fucked up. And it's so annoying, dude. If you look at this video and immediately side with the dude and fantasize about how you would say the same thing to her, okay? I'm telling you right now, no matter how fucking annoying she is, and she is fucking annoying, if you go, oh man, I wish I could say that to her, I'm telling you, you're fantasizing about an insane thing, okay? You're a bad person. You're a piece of shit. Also, she doesn't even body shame him. He body shames her. He says, you're anorexic. You should eat a burger. But again, it's fucking fake. That's the worst part about it, is that it's not even a real interaction. It's a TikTok. Of course it's fucking fake. It's literally it's an incel Darman video, okay? It's the same concept as a Darman video, but like to agitate incels into fantasizing about how they would behave.